it's the spontaneous thing. It's like, I got the idea. Let's go. Let's do it.
Inspiration, man.
Oh, relax. And look, at least these projects that are like in the house that cost money, obviously she doesn't go off on her own and say, okay, look, got the wood, let's go. Like that'll never happen, thank God, because it has happened for outdoor stuff. Like she's come back with a car full of tiles that I had to put outside. I'm like, what else?
No way. Are you serious?
Like, we had the discussion maybe once or twice, and I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe we should do it. Yeah, let's go see. But then it's like she pulls up. She's like, I got the tiles, like 2 feet by 2, like big ones.
Just like you guys weren't shopping for a house.
No, but guys, I don't even know how she put them in the car. These things are you can't even lift them. She's like,
you pay somebody $5, bro. They do anything.
He's like, yeah. You know, see where we have the garbage bins and all that stuff. I was thinking maybe like just put some plaques there on the grass and just make it nice. So I'm like,
oh wow, man.
And I'm like, fuck, what? I have to do this now? Like, what? Where am I gonna put the tile? Like, so it took me like a whole day to fucking dig, level, fix them, place them. These things were heavy like hell. I broke one of them. She had to go back to the other one. Eh?
How's it look?
It looks okay. It looks good. I'm not saying it.
Stop complaining, man. Do some work. Shut up.
But that's the whole point. I don't want to.
Prepare for your daughter's wedding pictures already, man.
That's probably it. The other one, like our neighbor next door, he redid his driveway, and they took out.
There's an idea.
No, our driveway is no. So they redid it. So they took out the side panel or whatever, cement blocks that the guy had, whatever. So they had to they cut into our grass a little bit so they can do their work, you know. And I go to the guy, look, man, it's not a fucking problem. It's like, we're talking about a foot, not even a foot, like half a foot, like a strip all the way down. The guy went, he bought earth, he filled it up. I'm like, oh, you didn't have to do that, man, you know. He goes, no. I'm like, okay, whatever. So
in Greece,
his responsibility.
In Greece, somebody would have been shot now.
You fucking touched my grass.
In Greece, they would have made a metal pipe and a wire fence to make sure nobody crosses that line.
Yeah. So anyway, so it stayed like that for like I think a whole year last year, and then early this year, she's like, maybe we should fill it up. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, I'm not gonna go buy rolls now. I'm just gonna grab seeds and we're just gonna plant them, whatever. Obviously, I failed miserably at it because I wasn't watering it, so it didn't do anything. And I thought since we're doing that, why don't we just cover a bigger surface? So all the earth that I dug out to put the plaques on the side, I just put it there so I can kind of level it and get ready for the grass and all that stuff. But my thing didn't work. The grass didn't grow. I completely ignored it. I think I watered it twice or something like that, you know? So she shows up one day. She pulls up.
Rolls.
Fucking rolls. She goes, I bought grass. I found them. I got grass. I'm like, okay, now what? She goes, okay, let's do them. But you know that there's no us. There's no us in this. Like, you know that once those things come out, it's me. I'm taking the dick in the ass. You know what I mean? I'm like, but let's do it. What's the let's?
I thought you were going to say she showed up with a pine tree. Like, you need to plant this now.
like one of those cider trees. Getting out of the car.
Hey, it's good, man. She keeps her busy.
Your wife is a polar opposite of my wife when it comes to these things.
Like, just constantly thinking of stuff. And I'm not saying they're bad. It's just that I don't feel like doing them. And they're not like an emergency. It's not like the roof caved in and we gotta fix it now. You know what I mean? But her, it's spontaneous always. It's grass, perfect. Tomorrow I'm going. This is what we need. I'm like, oh, relax. Wait, do we really need it? Like, can we just? She goes, no, it's okay. We'll go get her. I'm like, no. Why? I don't feel like doing it. This winter, last winter, she comes and she's like, I think I told you the story, guys, already. She's like, okay. It always starts like, okay, listen what we're going to do. Don't panic. I've thought about it. She already knows how I'm going to react. So to prepare, she's like, okay, so look, this is what we're going to do. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. I'm like, oh God. What is it? I was thinking to this winter, we're gonna fix an ice rink in the back of our house. I'm like,
What?
Why? No, obviously, the first question, why? She goes, don't worry about it. I thought about it. I'll ask my dad. He'll come and help us. I'm like, look. If your dad's getting involved, why don't you make a nice rink behind his house? Why does it have to be Like, if your dad's gonna do the work with you, do it.
It's because, bro, it's because he's moving in 5 years. He likes to skate.
Yeah. Don't get the guy to drive all the way here. If she's like, oh, come on, no, I mean, come on, there's no room, we have more space. I'm like, no, no, no. Like I didn't even know how to even express it. It was like, no, no. So the weekend that we did that snowman competition where there was like heavy, thick snow, we did the snowman. And then my in-laws came over during that weekend, and she was out with her dad and my daughters, whatever, and they built like a little fortress, cute, you know what I mean? And then the day after, she didn't tell me anything. The day after I go out, they had tried to do a nice drink so like in the park, not behind the house, like next to our house on the property. They had
man.
where
They got
and it was obviously it was horrible. Like you got to know what the hell you're doing. You can't just walk around and spray the water. Like it was horrible. Like like it froze, but it was nasty. It was horrible. So then guess who had to fucking go fix it?
George, it's so difficult to do that you do it indoors.
No, you
Right?
can do
You bring
outdoors.
the outdoors
You need the
indoors.
structure, you need the machinery, you need the huge hoses. Like, no, but it's doable, man. It's not that it's not doable. You can do a little frame. You have to go buy the little, whatever, wood. Like, it's not the impossible task. It's just that, why would I do that when I can literally drive to the corner and there's a big public arena? Like, let's go there. You know what I mean? But we never do. And I think she knows that, look, we're not going to get in a car, drive there, even though it's like not even a minute drive, She's like, oh, the girls are here. We're going to open the garage. They're going to go out. They're going to play by themselves. They're going to skate. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But I don't have to do it. I don't want to do it. And the thing that bothers is that you start it, you screw up at it, and I have to go finish it. That's what.
Have you expressed this to her?
Of course. Dude, this is like on a weekly basis. These ideas just come flying out like out of nowhere. And I'm like, no.
Panusi, this episode is his therapy.
This is
the therapy right here.
This episode is his relationship's undoing, bro.
No, man. No, I don't have an issue with the ideas, and I don't have the issue with the initiative. It's just at some time, like look at us, for example. Okay, and this is the difference between a man's brain and a woman's brain. We've been saying like what?
Are you going to be stating facts now?
No, there's no fact. This is just based on experience and what I see in my house. So last October, November, remember you guys, we were discussing about maybe changing up the studio, whatever, maybe changing rooms, make it bigger, and I still haven't done anything. Like I'm looking, what's available, what's the best background, maybe
why don't you put Joanna on this project, man? This is a perfect project for her.
This is my project. You know what I mean? Because if I put Joanna, I'll wake up in the morning and she'll have put whatever, like she'll have done.
It's gonna be done.
If the project stays in your hand, it's gonna stay there for 6 years with nothing.
No. We're gonna get. It's just the process is. Let's be patient. Let's see what's out there. Let's go see. So, we went to see some tables. Like, okay, let's buy it. I'm like, no, why should I buy it? Like, okay, we'll see what else. She's like, we're here. Just get it. I'm like, what the fuck? It's not your business, man. We're here. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm like,
get the table. Call the Russian. Call the Russian now.
Bro, you have to tell her you're not my father.
So anyway, so we're just different in that sense. It's like I take my time. I want whatever I'll do, I want it to be done the way I want to, and even if it takes me a month, at least it'll be done, and I'll be happy, and I know that I've exhausted whatever other options there is.
It was thought out, yeah.
So that's it. But for her, it's spontaneous. It's like, okay, we got to do it. Boom, let's go right now. Let's go. Let's get it done. And just sometimes it just doesn't work, man, and I have to completely fix shit.
No, that kind of attitude works with some stuff, but not with everything.
Yeah.
No, but it's good because you guys balance the equation. It's perfect.
When we redid the yard in the back, when we fixed the pool and then we redid the whole grass. So we did that on our own, and it's fine. I like that. I'm like, okay, let's redo the grass. We'll shave everything off, get the rolls. It was a huge thing. It took us 2 days to do. I didn't mind. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
How did you shave it all off? What did you use?
There's a machine you rent. We rented the machine. It just cuts off the grass like about 1.5 inches or whatever, and then you roll it, you throw it, and yeah, we rented, like we bought earth. We had to carry the earth, spread, like it was a whole thing. It's fine. I don't mind the work. If I want to do it, I'll do it. It's the problem is because I don't want to do it, and she
You don't
does.
mind it when you have the drive. I get it.
So in the middle of all this process, obviously my father-in-law came to help us out and stuff, and she comes up with the idea of moving a magnolia tree. So we had two. We have the big magnolia tree in the back, and there was a little one in front of the balcony, and it was a beautiful little tree. She thought, no, it doesn't go. Like, forget it. We'll take it off from there. We'll put it in the front. I'm like, it's not like fucking grabbing a glass and moving it from here to there. Like, what do you know about transplanting? Like, it was an actual tree. It wasn't a little bush. So they're like, no, don't worry. I'll take care of it with my dad. I'm like, take care of it with your dad. Whatever. What do you want me to tell you? So they go in the front. They dig this giant ass hole to fit it, and then they go in the back. They go in the back and they take out the tree and they just remove the whole tree like that. Like they dug and they took the tree out with the roots and everything. Like normally, and I didn't know this. I'm not an expert, but later someone that we know told us no. Usually, you got to dig and lift the whole tree with the earth.
With the earth, yeah.
Yeah. Who knew that? And who cared? Who cared to even look into this? Because when
Guys,
it's
that's one question away. One question away.
I didn't know. So I'm like, okay. So they plant the fucking tree. The thing died, man. So a week later, I had to go like an idiot and take it out, fucking dig it
And
back,
buy a new tree.
and throw it away. You know what I mean? It looked fucking horrible.
Oh man, amazing! I'm texting her, man. I have to text her.
It's looking awesome.